Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, aka Gcurse here. Welcome to another Sunday morning retro. This time, I am going to be playing Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country originally released on November 21st, 1994. However, when I was during this time, I was a little older than I was a little older than 13 years old actually at this time. I actually just had my birthday and during this point in my life, my mom was a single parent, so I actually did not even have a Super Nintendo uh, at all. I did not get a Super Nintendo until the following Christmas of 1995, which was already like 4+ years into the lifespan of the Super Nintendo. As I just said, I got a Super Nintendo for Christmas of 1995. It was actually one of the bundles, which was nice because back then Nintendo used to release their consoles in bundles. The original the NES, let's just say NES. The NES I got came with the triple cartridge of Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and World Class Track Meet. This bundle actually came with Donkey Kong Country, which was freaking awesome. I also got one other game for my Nintendo, for the SNES, which was Killer Instinct, which came with the Killer Cuts CD, which was freaking awesome. But yeah, so I did not get this game right away when it came out. I had to wait about a year, or a little more than a year actually, until I finally was able to get it. But I loved this game. I love the graphics and everything about this game. The downside is I don't have my SNES anymore, and if I did, I'd probably be playing this on the SNES. But I'm going to be playing it today on the Nintendo Switch. Now you're probably wondering, Jeff, this is Sunday morning retro, but you're playing on Saturday because as you can see over here, the clock says it's May 3rd, and I think I'm going to be kind of tinkering when I play these do these videos because it there's the editing, there's the uploading, there's the processing, there's all of that stuff, and it takes quite a while. It takes quite a while, and a lot of the time I would not be getting these videos uploaded until like noonish. So I figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably play the game on Saturday morning, get it processed, get it edited, all that stuff, and then get it uploaded and scheduled for release uh on the next day, which would be Sunday the 4th. I just want to see how that works out because the whole idea is I can get these uploaded, like say, and ready to view at like say 9 or 10 a.m. Because that's the whole thing, Sunday morning retro. But yeah, my first time actually playing this game, it wasn't even when I got my Super Nintendo. During this time of my life, it was a hard time for me basically. So I did everything possible to stay out of the house. And basically what I would do is I would just kind of stay out and I would go out into the community for hours on end. And one of the places I used to go was there was like a grocery slash. Well, I don't want to say it's a grocery store because it had a lot more, but it's called Fred Meyers, and they had an electronics department, and of course, back in the '90s, they had your typical Super Nintendo, like a demonstration booth, or whatever you want to call it. And the game that they had at the time was Donkey Kong Country. I remember leaving my home every Saturday morning because it'd be the first day off after school. I'd leave early in the morning, like at 8. I'd get on the city bus. I would go from Kelso to Longview, and go to Fred Meyers. I would literally spend 3, 4, 5 hours at a time over there just playing this game at the demo station. But yeah, so I played it there, and it gets kind of sad because of the fact, like I said, home life was not the best. So I just did this sort of stuff just to escape, But yeah, I the sad thing is, once I would leave, after, every Saturday I'd play this at Fred Meyers, they would, somebody would come along and then erase my game data. So basically, I ended up playing like the same few levels all the goddamn time. All the goddamn time. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into this, I should say. And let's see here. The only kind of advance warning I want to give everybody is, if I am not enjoying this, because sometimes I am playing this on the Switch. I am playing this on the Switch. If I am not enjoying this, I will stop the gameplay, because for some reason I've updated this controller every time it needed to be updated, and there always seems to be a little bit of a lag between the controller and the Switch, which makes the game sometimes difficult to play. So if I have that same kind of problem with with this playthrough, I may end the playthrough. It doesn't mean the game itself is bad. It's just I don't like having to fight the controller to play the game, basically. So let's get to this right now, shall we? So, well, before I actually do that, first off, before I even do that, I'm so sorry, guys. I got a little bit of talking and then I totally forgot. As always, time for the weather. As of see here, 8:36, so it's a couple minutes late. It is 47 degrees. It is nice and sunny out there. I was already outside. I had to do some stuff outside. It feels nice. They're saying we're gonna have record-breaking temperatures on Tuesday. It's supposed to be like 84, but we're in spring, so you're gonna be starting getting better and nicer weather, basically. See here, yep, 84, very warm. It looks like the next time we could get some rain will be Wednesday, with some rain and drizzle in the AM. And then after that, it looks like it's going to be nice until the following Monday of the 12th. It's supposed to be showers around in the PM. We have 14 hours, 27 minutes of daylight. Sunrise was at 5:55 a.m., which is nice. I like being able to wake up and it is, it's nice and sunny out. That's what I like. I like going to bed, and it's still a little bit light out if need be. I like coming home from work and there being a little bit of daylight. I like that. I like that. But anyway, so it's going to be a nice day. They're saying it's supposed to be, let's see here. What are they saying today? Wow, only 61? I thought it'd be a little bit warmer than that, because yesterday we were like, I think we were in the low 80s again. It was actually pretty damn nice, But anyway, enough about that. So let's get over to the gameplay, shall we? Boom. There we go. Let's turn on the... Okay. It goes. Nintendo. And I'm playing this, like I said, on the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be on the... Nintendo Switch Online. Hold on. I just gotta do some stuff. It's... There we go. And now let's get this audio through the computer. Or my headphones, I should say. There you go, headphones. Okay. Headphones on. Now, the way that Donkey Kong Country is, it's broken into, like, I'm guessing you could say worlds or maps or however you want to call it. Basically, I'm just gonna see if there's any new games. Apparently not. Okay. So basically, each week is going to cover that one map. So, let's see here. The first map is called, hold on, the first map, it is called, let's see. I had to find a website that had the name of all the maps. Kongo Jungle. So, we'll start off like I said, each week it'll be a different map, and this week it is going to focus on Kongo. Okay, guys, I ended up having to re-record this portion because I am not a fan of the Nintendo Switch UI that is at the bottom of the screen for these virtual games. So I wanted to get that off, and I'm just basically kind of redoing this video. So let's start up. So we are on Jungle Hijinxs. So from my previous, ooh, okay, I forgot about that. Okay, Kong's Banana Horde. Yep, it's gone. So when I was just playing this game just now before I decided to replay this, I'm getting used to the controls. I'm getting used to the controls. I could have sworn on the SNES that jump was the A button, but on the Pro controller here, it is B, and then Y is the run, and it's the slam, and then A does the tag team. You tag in Diddy Kong. Can I? Ooh, damn it. I can't recall what is in that. Whoa. Oh, it's a steel jump. Okay. So A does the tag action, and I cannot get used to that, you know, because I don't recall A being tag for on the Super Nintendo controller, because back then I used the select button to tag team. So I gotta get used to that. That is weird. Okay, we got the ostrich. I cannot recall the name of these little characters, the side characters here, so I'm just going to call them the rhino, ostrich, frog, and swordfish. But yeah, I remember going through this stage so many times when I played it at Fred Meyers. Oh my god, it became like, it was just like second nature. Okay, so we got a match 3 coming up here. Okay, so the ostrich is right after the frog. Oh crap! Okay, let's try again. Okay, ostrich. Damn it! Oh my god, this is going to take some getting used to. Okay, what is it to get off of the? Okay, so it's A to also get off the rhino, to dismount the rhino, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we just finished Jungle Hijinxs. When I return, ladies and gentlemen, it will be with Ropey Rampage. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Here, I forgot to do this. So, yeah, so stay tuned, and I'll be right back.